Hey, everybody. Once again, you are tuned in to TWID Radio. If you haven't been told or just didn't know, TWID stands for that's what I do. And as long as you're breathing, I guarantee you're doing something. We're bringing you the real, raw, the relevant tackling news, dating, marriage, sports, and more. This is where the black community connects, grows, and thrives. That's what we do in our tribe, circles, and communities. So hit that subscribe button and join the TWID revolution today. Family, once again, you are tuned into the hottest show on the internet. Hey, let me toot my own horn. You know what I'm saying? I know I only have about 4,000 subs, but we're growing. Listen. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so you see if you don't see the title, it says stay-at-home mom of 10 years hates her life. You can't make this up. A stay-at-home mom, that means she doesn't have to work. She doesn't have to go out there in the elements. She just has to stay at home and do things pertaining to whatever needs to be done under the roof. But let's check her out. That's all I'm saying. Let's check her out.
Hate being fucking married. I long for the day to be single again. The only thing that's causing me to stay and stick it out is because I've been a housewife for 10 years. And to get back out there in the workforce with a mental illness.
Okay, family. So let's stop and focus on that, what she said right there. And I'm going to have to at least give her grace, because she does say she have a mental illness. Now, I don't know if it's the mental illness in which she's been diagnosed with a mental illness, or as a woman, she just understands that most women have mental illnesses. This is not even up for a debate and or discussion. Most women have a mental illness. You know what that is? They are unable to decide for themselves as grown adults whether to go left or to go right. And that's fine. That's why you need a covering. So I'm going to give her a little grace as we proceed, because like I said, I don't know in what context she's saying she has a mental illness. But she clearly says, I have a mental illness. How am I going to get out there in the workforce? Now, I don't know how the work. Okay, so let me put it like this. Ma'am, if you have a mental illness, which impedes your ability to get out in the workforce like a grown adult and take care of yourself, then just off of that tad bit of information, I'm going to be inclined to say that nothing that your husband has done or is doing is your issue. Your issue is you have a mental illness. Hands down. Because if you can't work because of your mental illness, it's a wonder how this man has been able to work with you for 10 years. I digress. Let's carry on.
There's some fears that I have. But I literally do hate being married. So y'all know how I say that I always use my content to push my pain into purpose, make y'all laugh. A lot of this pain is connected to my marriage. A lot of it. I just try my hardest.
Now she's saying a lot of her pain is connected to her marriage. It almost sounds to me as though she's saying her mental illness is from her marriage. So it's the man's fault. It's the man. It's got to be the man's fault. It's not her fault. A lot of her pain. First of all, she has a mental illness. Second of all, she's been married for 10 years and she's a stay-at-home wife. And a lot of her pain that she's saying is from her marriage. So you see how the husband in all of this is in a lose-lose situation. Let's hear the rest of it.
Is not to put it out there, and I'm still not going to go into details.
That's good.
But just know that this shit is not fucking gold.
And it's not.
And no matter how much I try, no matter what I do, at the end of the day, I still just want the fuck out.
She has a mental illness. She's been a stay-at-home mom for 10 years. She says, no matter what I do, no matter how I try. Now, if you wasn't a man of conscious reasoning and discernment, you would think that her husband was beating the brakes off of her. You would think that her husband was out cheating on her. You would think the worst of her husband. But remember, she has a mental illness and she's a stay-at-home mom who's been a stay-at-home mom for 10 years. Now, if he's been hitting on you, say it. You're saying if you're getting on talking about you have a mental illness, just go ahead and tell us what your husband doing. You might as well. You telling on yourself. You've told us you have a mental disability. Let's hear the rest of it.
I want to be single. I know I can love myself better alone than anybody can love me with them. I love who I am, but I do not love who I am with this person. I hate being fucking married. And on my life, once this shit is over, I would never fucking get married again. I hate being fucking married.
Okay, family. You see, no rhyme or reason. She has a mental illness. She's been at home for a stay-at-home mom for 10 years. Now I know somebody's gonna say, well, being a stay-at-home mom is hard. Being a stay-at-home mom could never be harder than a man who's providing 100% of the bills. He's got to leave the house. He's got to hit the highway. Do you know that he could not come back home? Just off that alone, he could not come back home. He's got to make a way out of no way as it pertains to paying 100% of the bills. But this woman says she's a content maker. So a lot of women will listen to her, hear her, and they will think the worst of marriage, even when she's got it good. This is why women, you need a covering. You need one. But even in having a covering, you need to examine yourself. Because all the enemy wants you to do, and I gotta blame it, she's got to be mentally ill. It's got to be mentally ill, whether diagnosed or undiagnosed. I know it because she's on TV, on live, making a videotape about how much she hates being a stay-at-home mom and that nobody can love her. So what is it that's getting her, or what has given her the ability to be a stay-at-home mom for 10 years? Oh, this man hates her that much. That's the hate that he has for her, that, hey, babe, you don't have to work. I'm going to take care of you. She sees that as hate. She's got to, because she don't appreciate it. She does not appreciate it. So you know what? to whoever that man is. I hope she filed them papers, and I hope she go out there in the wilderness, in the real world, and see what real hate looks like. Because see, in the real world, there's a such thing as it's a dog be dog world. And you can ask any woman, this is my thing, her husband, he's at work. How hard is it? How's he, if he's paying for the bills, ma'am, how is he able to make your life feel whatever it is you may feel that you're saying you're feeling this because of him? He's never around. He's never around. He's working hard so that you don't have to. You's a bomb woman if I ever seen one. And he needs to replace you quick, fast, and in a hurry. All praise to the Most High. Peace.